Severe flooding struck Northern California on Sunday, December 21, 2025, as the city of Redding experienced a sudden and dangerous flash flood triggered by intense rainfall. What began as steady rain quickly escalated into a fast-moving emergency that overwhelmed roads, neighborhoods, and critical infrastructure, transforming familiar streets into shallow lakes within hours. By late afternoon, emergency calls began pouring in. One of the earliest and most serious incidents occurred around 4:57 p.m. near Interstate 5, close to the Cypress Avenue interchange. Rising water rapidly accumulated on the roadway, trapping at least one vehicle and forcing the complete closure of multiple lanes. Traffic came to a standstill as water levels continued to rise, making visibility poor and road conditions unpredictable. Authorities later reopened two northbound lanes by approximately 7 p.m., but one lane remained closed as crews worked to remove lingering hazards. Flooding was reported across multiple parts of the city. Around Mary Lake Park, water levels rose high enough to submerge park grounds and nearby access roads, temporarily closing the area. In the Shasta View neighborhood, floodwaters spilled directly into residential streets, cutting off normal travel and disrupting daily life. In South Redding, the flooding was more localized but still damaging, affecting backyards, low-lying roads, and drainage channels. Near South Bonneview, standing water on southbound Interstate 5 created particularly dangerous driving conditions. Emergency officials in Shasta County issued urgent warnings, urging residents to stay home and avoid driving unless absolutely necessary. Estimating the depth of floodwater, especially after dark, proved extremely difficult and posed serious risks to both drivers and first responders. Alerts were sent through text messages and emails earlier in the day, emphasizing that road conditions were unsafe due to rapidly deteriorating weather. City officials activated emergency response protocols Sunday evening. Mayor Mike Litto confirmed that Redding's Emergency Operations Center had been established to coordinate response efforts. Public works crews, police, fire departments, and the Redding Electric Utility were deployed across the city to clear debris, manage traffic hazards, and restore power. Despite these efforts, authorities confirmed one fatality near the intersection of Parsons Avenue and Bocelli Lane, underscoring the severity of the situation. Power outages added another layer of disruption. In the Country Heights area and parts of central Redding, electricity was cut for several hours between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. Additional outages were reported near East Cypress Avenue and east of the Sacramento River. Most service was restored later that evening, but the interruptions highlighted the vulnerability of infrastructure during extreme weather. Meteorologists explained that the flooding was not caused by isolated rainfall alone. A recurring atmospheric river system was impacting the West Coast, delivering unusually high volumes of moisture across Northern California. In Redding, nearly a month's worth of rain fell over the weekend, with some locations recording more than 5 inches. This intense rainfall led to rapid surface runoff, overwhelming drainage systems, and triggering flash flooding. The National Weather Service reported life-threatening flooding conditions across southern and central Shasta County, including downtown Redding and major highways. Although the flash flood warning expired later that night, officials strongly reiterated the message: never attempt to drive through flooded roads. Redding's experience is part of a broader flood risk affecting much of California, where warnings have been issued for regions home to tens of millions of people. With additional storms forecast, authorities continue to stress preparedness, caution, and public awareness. This report is based on information from official government agencies, emergency management authorities, and meteorological sources. It is shared to inform and educate viewers about real-world weather hazards and to help people better prepare for future risks. The purpose is not to create fear or panic, but to promote safety, awareness, and responsible responses during extreme weather events.